Good Sunday afternoon to everyone out there. Welcome to the show. You're on Randall's weather page. I'm that guy, Randall. How are you doing? So, welcome. You're on my weather page. So, on YouTube, you can find me at Randall's weather page. On Facebook, you can find me on Randall's weather page. And then on Twitter, you can also find me on Randall's weather page. What does this page do? Well, it keeps up with all types of weather. Right now, it's mainly tropics, but also when something big comes up on the mainland, I'll also cover that. But right now, it's mainly tropics, but I cover all kinds of weather. So, welcome to my weather page. Today, we're going to get into the tropics once again, and we're looking forward to see what is brewing and what could possibly happen a couple of days to 10 days into the future. So make sure that you stick around. And by the way, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so that way you can be notified of everything that is going on when I post videos. So let's get to the forecast. I always like to start out and look and see what the MJO, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, looks like. Right now, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, put this back in, try this again. No, not working. Okay, we'll go this way. My Apple Pencil's not working, so we'll just continue on. So this is where we are right now. If you look, this is Africa, Asia, Pacific. Here is the Americas, and then back over to Africa again. The orange colors are higher pressures, and then your lower pressures are in your greens. So as you can tell right now, over the Americas, so over in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico now, the pressures are starting to rise, which means the Madden-Julian Oscillation is starting to move to the east. So right now it is over Africa, and guess what? The African wave train is going. Now, just because the pressures are rising around where we're at does not mean that tropical activity cannot happen. It just, when the green, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, when that lower pressure is over the main development region, which is in between Africa and America, it just amplifies. Okay, just amplifies, gives a little bit of a boost, and that's what we saw with Marcos, and we also saw with Laura. So as you can tell, this is right now, this is 5 days out. Pressures still over Africa are lower. Pressures over the United States, Caribbean are higher. This continues. This moves from west to east always. So by the time we get to day 15, which will be the 13th of September, the higher pressure is over the main development region. Once again, that doesn't mean that tropical activity will not occur. It just means that a little bit less favorable, but it doesn't mean that nothing will occur. And then as you start getting into October, guess what comes back around? A Madden-Julian Oscillation starts showing lower pressures back towards the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, and the main development region in the Atlantic. So for everybody out there saying just wait till we get to October, the water temperatures are very hot, and when your lower pressures get over development region and amplifies what could happen, I'm not counting October out whatsoever. This might be an extended long season. Okay, move on. Let's look at the main development region right now. You have, I think it's a 60% chance of within the next 48 hours of this disturbed area. Actually, I think it's now Invest 99. This becoming a tropical depression or better. You have this low pressure feature that is just off of the Florida coast that will be moving out. It has a 40 to 60% chance. You have this area, this is tropical wave, that has just come off it's come off Africa. And it has a less than 40% chance, but we're watching that one. And then back here, hadn't even come off the coast yet. We're already watching this area, so it hasn't come off the coast of Africa. Hadn't even got off the coast, and the National Hurricane Center is already looking at it. So we've got a lot to keep up with, a lot going on in the tropics. Let's look. This is for today. This is the probability of chance of a tropical depression possibly forming within the next 24-48 hours. As you can tell, off Africa, the main development region, things are really juiced up. You got a little bit of a chance of this system, and then this system coming off of Africa. So this is going through the Leeward Islands, coming out. We'll take a look at it. I want to show you the main water vapor loop, and the reason why I want to show you is that you can start really seeing twists. You can start seeing spin with your main your water vapor loop. And here's your area, your Invest 99, and you can tell from the water vapor loop there is a nice twist starting. Went in red, and there is a broad low pressure system. So in the lower atmosphere, broad low pressure has started. You can tell that, not much spin, and then you can see the spin starting to happen. If you look back in the main development region, not a lot of spin yet, but a lot of precipitable water. One area right here, one area right here, one area right here. Africa is still pumping out waves. And then this is the area right here. Not seeing much spin, but you're just at the very last couple of frames. We start to see a little bit of spin. Now this system we see is going out, and we call that a fish storm. Developing goes out. This system heading towards Yucatan Peninsula, and these are too far out to see much of anything, but we'll try to look at trends. All right. Let's move over. So this is the European model. This is their ensemble model. This kind of shows you, this is all their runs, all their submodels within the model. And this kind of gives you a general idea of what this model and the individual members within the model are thinking on low pressure systems, which is what tropical systems are. As you can tell, one off Florida coast, most of the main members stay grouped together and take this out to sea. All right, let's go back here when this starts over, and we'll look and see this system here, the Leeward Islands here. We see it starts low, comes out, and look how closely grouped this stays. This takes it actually and bends it over into the Pacific Ocean, with a couple of smaller low pressure systems trying to build out into the Gulf later. But that right now shows not much in the Gulf whatsoever. Shows this system. Now, this is the European model, just one model, but the members kind of show same grouping going across Central America, and then that same energy developing in the Pacific Ocean. Here is disturbance number, let's see, that would be 1, 2. Here's disturbance number 3. And we can tell it takes it a while to get going, but once it gets going, you start seeing the members moving north, and they kind of stay tightly together. There you go, right there. Now tightly together. This is higher pressure, so you can tell it's kind of pushing it to the west. So that's what the European model is, and its ensemble members inside it, the sub members inside it, are thinking about, once again, wave train off Africa continues. Let's move on. Let's take a close look at the satellite of Invest 99. Once again, you can see it's still elongated, so it's still a wave, but as the National Hurricane Center, there is a broad-based low that is underneath here, and they give it a very good chance of this developing into a tropical, at least a depression, if not a little bit more. But as we saw with the European model, it kind of takes it over into below the Yucatan Peninsula. We'll still have to see, but once again, broad circulation, still has the look of a wave, not tightly clustered and spin. This is more still going from southwest to northeast, so still has that wave look to it. Let me tell you why I don't expect this at this point to become a hurricane. It's just because this is dry air. Okay, you got a whole bunch of dry air out in front of this. As this moves west, this also moves west, and this dry air is going to be a lot to deal with. A lot to deal with. It is still developed, but the maximum on this is very low on this. Here's your area of disturbed weather. Here's your area of disturbed weather, and this is Africa. But you notice all the dry air coming in. So let's take a broader based look at the whole region. Here's your low pressure off of Florida. Once again, expected to be a fish storm. This has looked better, but still has that elongated wave look, but it has a chance of developing disturbed weather, disturbed weather, disturbed weather. So that's where we sit right now. We're really going to have to watch this area right here because this is what the European model develops and brings up this way. Still too early to say, but if I was anywhere from Florida up the East Coast, I definitely would be keeping my eye on this area right here for possible movement up. But we will keep an eye on it. This short little update. I don't want to spend too much time. Just wanted to give you a kind of idea of what's going on this Sunday afternoon and what things are looking like now. Remember, you need to go ahead and head over to the YouTube page and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe so you can get the videos. I post videos also up on Facebook. So make sure to follow me at Facebook. And then I give a lot of short views into what could possibly be happening also on my Twitter. So make sure to look for me on Twitter. Once again, thank you for spending time with me today. My whole goal is to keep you up to date and keep you educated on what's going on in weather, what's going on in the tropics, and help you to kind of understand the way things work in the weather world. So thank you very much. I'll be making another video here soon, and we'll keep an eye on it. See you later.